I was shocked. I couldn't believe this. I mean, come on, are you kidding?
My first thought was that it was a criminal offense. This is a terrorist, an incitement for terrorism against the President of the United States.
I think the New York Post must have been out of their minds with this cartoon. Or they were completely arrogant and felt, so what? I'm not sure they expected the reaction that they've got though, because I don't know how many people out here, I don't know, hundreds out here today protesting. It was a really beautiful protest. All the leaders came out, well, just the usual, Rev Sharpton, Charles Barron, Inez Barron, everybody, community people. It was nice. And people were just disgusted with it.
I mean, black people, white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, everybody's upset about this. Because Obama is he's actually the most famous person in the world today.
The innuendo is almost an incitement to terrorism. Because what it says is that next time we should get someone else to sign the bill. That means let's kill this one and get, quote, someone else.
You have this story going on about the woman and her chimpanzee that attacked the other lady. Okay. They spent more than enough time talking about a chimpanzee. It's not an important case, all right? There are too many important things going on other than a dead chimpanzee. But now, the cartoon is drawn up, and you have these white cops who are standing there with their guns smoking and a black chimp on the ground with 4 bullet holes in him in a pool of blood. And the comment is, oh, well, they'll have to find somebody to present the next stimulus package. So who presented the first stimulus package?
If you're not conscious, you wouldn't be able to figure that thing out.
You need a magnifying glass. There's a pole that says beware of dog. You see that right there? Beware dog. Okay?
The whole thing with the monkey. The monkey symbolizes black people. That's what you think. That's what y'all think subliminally that we are. We're all monkeys and apes and we come from primates and stuff.
As I recall, Darwin said that man is derivative of the primate. As I recall, Darwin was a Caucasian man. Now, he may be from a primate, but we are not from primates.
When I was in the kindergarten in Jersey City, New Jersey, a bunch of white kids used to throw rocks at me and used to call me little monkey. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand until later on. This is in the 60s. You know, my mom told me they call black men monkeys.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I understand what that's about.
And so that image is the image of this is what should happen to that monkey who signed who wrote the stimulus bill.
And then they put 2 white cops shooting, we understand that in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Shooting black men down on the streets.
Yep.
Pop, pop, pop. Oh, this is funny.
Do you think that there was a double message? Like, maybe it meant something else?
Like what? What could it possibly,
I tried to think of one. I don't have the imagination.
White folks think black people are stupid.
This is not only insensitive and racist, but it's also insightful. Insightful meaning that
Somebody might try to do a copycat.
somebody may want to look at this. Some crazy fool may want to see this as some sort of workup to want to go kill our president.
The New York Post, the editors, they proof everything before it goes into the paper. This isn't something that surreptitiously slipped in there. This is something that they have condoned and put in the paper. And why? Because they have routinely disregarded black people as a whole.
You said, what are we doing? This is the KKK days again? Is that what you're saying? You promoting the assassination of the president?
It is racist, it is backwards, and more importantly, it is vicious in its attempt to incite terrorism. This time, the 18 million black people that voted for Barack Obama should take the position that the New York Post should no longer exist.
Rupert Murdoch, you going down, man. You going down.
Black folks, shut them down.
see the people out here protesting this. This is something that I feel all Americans should be doing because Obama represents this entire country. And if we're going to talk about the Iraqi throwing a shoe at President Bush, we definitely ought to talk about this article in the Post and what they're doing to our president. I think had it been President Bush or some other president, this country would be all irate about it.
The New York Post for years has disrespected African American people. For years it has created a hateful climate in this city. And now it has disrespected the President of the United States. But more than disrespect, it has joined the Post and WABC and some of the right-wing media in this country, in my judgment, in trying to create an environment where the president could be assassinated. If you remember when President Kennedy was assassinated in 1963, it was the right wing that had created such a climate of hatred against the President of the United States. And we need to be careful. We need to be vigilant. That's why I'm here today.
We are asking the people to shut them down. Don't buy the Post. Just as clear as that. We didn't ask for an apology, okay? And it was a half-ass apology. It wasn't an apology to us. Shut them down! 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 All right! Shut them down! Shut them down! All right! Let me say this. Let me say this. We want to thank all of you that have come out 2 days in a row. We said we'd be here for an hour. We will be back next week. We are going also to Washington to deal with the waiver. We're going to move with Councilman Barron into the newsstand. You will hear, many of you should be at the House of Justice in the morning at 9 or listen to the broadcast, or Kiss Barron and I will be on Sunday morning giving instructions. We want to thank all of the organizations, Operation Power, December 12th movement, NAACP that took off their trustees. Yes. They got to get back their trustee meeting, but they marched this hour with us. We want to thank all National Action Network for being out here with us, all of the organizations, Reverend Tillett and all the ministers. Let's thank Brother Spike Lee. Let's thank young Brother Jackson Lee. Let's thank the mighty Judge Greg Mathis. Salam Ishmael in Jersey. Now what we want everybody to do, we know they want to take away from the story. So brothers, escort the sisters to the trains or their vehicles. Don't get in no encounters. They want to start and get an ugly thing on film so they can say this, we came down to disrupt. We came down to deal with our dignity, our self-respect, and the integrity of the first African-American president of the